Up next, we had Gerald Freeman versus SV, two players who have become rising stars this past year, catapulting their way into becoming elite players. However, this set included a lot of early top outs that resulted in a 3-1 victory for Gerald, giving him 6 more points while SV only gets 1. Alright, got it ready. Let's get started with game number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, only took 40 minutes, but we are here. Friendly reminder to head on over to Xeno and help contribute to the prize pool. Is it really just / prediction? I'm using my phone. That's not like predictions, not prediction. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't work on phone. Yeah. I think that's why. Imagine using mobile to read chat on a stream? The fuck? Anyway. I mean, I could just go on my computer and type in / and make the predictions. I mean, I am on my computer, but I mean, like, go on Twitch. But I don't know. I'm lazy. You can do /mod on iPhone. Damn. Fortunately, I'm an Android user, so that's an L on my part. Speaking of L's, Xeno doing that little adjustment with the L. It's actually a J piece, but Xeno currently at 133, Myles 128. They're both having this row 2 setup. Xeno is digging though, so Myles with a cleaner board. And attaches for Xeno. Great dig there. 167. Myles at 183. Now 205. So they're both at around the same line count. Xeno with a bit of a slightly below a Tetris behind. Nice fits there. Gotta be touch ready. And a Tetris for Xeno. 212. Myles using drought mode, like I said. Sure. So, yeah, Xeno trying to commit to this row 2 Tetris setup. Or maybe he's trying to bring this down. I don't know. We'll see. Nope, he's just gonna transfer their well to the row 1 setup. Trying to avoid the Lombard dependency. However, they did get 2 back-to-back Lombars, so had they set up that dependency, they would have been able to ironically have a clean board. Just goes to show you that this game sucks. But anyway, what doesn't suck is Myles' pace, because it's currently at 349, Xeno 295. So Xeno looking for a potential 450 transition. And Myles at 397 after that Tetris. Potential for a mid to high 500k transition. Xeno has just been digging for about 20 to 30 lines at this point, and they're still not in any position to Tetris anytime soon. This Longboard's going to solve the dependency, but they're still looking to bring this down. Maybe set up a dirty left wall. This reminds me of their match against SV, where they transitioned at around into kill screen at around 790. Somehow, some way, they were able to clutch out that max out at like level 43, getting a Lines PB, level PB as well. So, still not over. If we can see the same kill screen play that we saw during that debut match, they can still bring this back. However, Myles at 536 at 123 lines. Also very efficient with kill screen. And Xeno could transition at 390. Yes, you were Somalian. And Myles will transition at 566. Xeno still digging. Been about 40 to 50 lines since they've been stuck in this dig. They did score a couple Tetrises here and there, but their board has not been clean in a hot minute. But they're able to successfully clean out their board, and they are looking for a traditional right side Tetris setup. Myles at 602, Xeno 424. So Myles a definitive lead. Nice set of spins and tucks there for Xeno. And Xeno going for that flip with the L piece. J piece. Why do I keep saying L piece? I swear I'm not dyslexic. Tetris for Xeno, 491. Myles stuck in this dig. So this could be Xeno's opportunity to catch back up, but they do misdrop a bunch of pieces. So unfortunately for Xeno, they're not going to be able to catch up at all. And just like Myles, they're digging. So who's going to get out of this first? And they're both clean now. So Myles at 631 lost a lot of pace there, but they're still very much ahead and behind in lines. Xeno 540. So mathematically, if Myles were to top out at this moment, Xeno could chase this down before kill screen, but signs are starting to point towards potential kill screen play if they want to take this game. 697 for Myles, 606 for Xeno at level 25, 729 for Myles after that Tetris. So not the most efficient of games for either of these two, but you know, Myles still very much ahead. Tetris for Xeno, 630, 673. Myles, bit of a situation there, but they're clean. And Tetris for Myles, 769, could still max this out into 29. While Xeno looking for a high 800 by 29. Bit of a misdrop there with the T-piece. Gets a Lombard to accommodate that dependency that they formed. Now set up burns here to try to be as clean as possible into 29. 749 for Xeno, 843 for Myles. So let's see what happens here in kill screen. Xeno with a Lombard dependency. They get the Lombard in time, but they decide to go for the Tetris first. And here to go, transitioning from Myles, 792, and they're Tetris ready. I mean Xeno, not Myles. Dirty triple there for Xeno. Myles still one more Tetris to go before transition, and they're gonna get that Tetris. 985. Xeno in a lot of trouble, and they're gonna top out at 810. So Myles with that max out will take game number 1. So we're going to give Myles a heart as he finishes this game. And they're going to do just that, getting a 1.1. So GG's. Ready Aura Hover 3 from Myles. And we got it ready. Let's get started with game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So Myles starting off with a tuck. Good for him. While Xeno, more vertical stacking here in this beginning. Myles going for the horizontal stacking or flat stacking. Neither player getting the long bar. J tucked over Xeno, couldn't use that long bar for a Tetris, so they tried to put that long bar to the left, but they hung it. They get another long bar to solve the dependency. Tetris for Xeno, 52,000. Myles at 48,000, so Xeno with 2 more burns than Myles at the moment. Tetris for Myles. Long bar not showing up for Xeno. Forced into a set of burns and a Tetris for Xeno. So after this match, we will be having Myles once again against Somalian, one of the few tappers left in this Division 1. And we will end this night off with Cheese versus Hydrant. So very anticipated match there. However, currently both players at 153. Xeno with 1 more burn, but Myles ties up the game with that burn. Tetris for both. So exactly tied. Xeno forced into a couple of singles, but they get the Tetris and a Tetris for Xeno. 210 or 201. Myles at 200,000. Technically, I'm a roller. Yeah, but you you never roll until you're like right at 29. So I will call you tapper until you PB with roll. What do you mean jealous? Dude. I will ban you. I think you're jealous. You saw my 296 and you were like, God damn. But right now, Myles in a bit of a situation here. They're still relatively safe, even though they're pretty high up the board. Their board isn't ugly per se. It's just they just have a hole in that one section. Once they uncover it, they should be good to go, and they're doing just that. While Xeno, wow, set of misdrops there, maybe indecision. I don't know what happened there, but they still have a 100,000 point lead at 394. Myles 302. Now Myles is the one with the clean board, while Xeno is the one who is burning. Wow. Rough set of squares there for Myles, making his board all spiry and gross. Now they're Lombard dependent. They get the Lombard, but they need a L piece to uncover that hole in their stack. Lombard could do it as well, but now they hung a bunch of pieces to the left side. This could be problematic, but they burn this down and they'll be okay. They are still Lombard dependent on the left side though, and they have 11 lines to go for transition. Xeno 416 with a cleaner board, gets the Tetris, 441, takes the lead. Now to 118 lines. So potential for a 500k transition is Xeno, while Myles looking for a mid 400k. Xeno looking to tie up the set. And a Tetris for Xeno. 487 now. Can get one more Tetris before transition. Myles already at level 19, 431. Tetris for Myles and Xeno into transition, 511. So Myles will take a Tetris, trying to catch back up with Xeno, but Xeno is not only ahead in pace, but also behind in lines. So we'll see what ends up happening in these later levels. Myles takes his Tetris, 515. Tetris for Xeno, 565. So Xeno with max out efficiency into 29 if they were to continue this. 619 now after that Tetris, looking to build up that center well a little bit. They're doing just that. Now they're clean Tetris ready and a Tetris for Xeno. 646 at level 21. Myles still 90,000 points behind. What? For some reason, it looked like Myles was behind in lines, and they suddenly got to level 23, just like that. I don't know what happened, but maybe I'm just seeing things. 588 for Myles, 730 for Xeno. 732 now. Tetris for Xeno, 760. Myles going for that J-Tuck. Now Lombard dependent on column 8. Looking for a dirty Tetris. They're set up for a dirty Tetris, and they're trying to commit to it. Still committing, and a dirty Tetris for Myles, 653. Xeno at 766. Myles hangs that J piece, but they get a nice set of pieces there. And I would love a Lombard on the left side. Now Xeno in a bit of trouble here. But they uncover those holes in their stack, and they're clean. 805 for Xeno at level 25. 694 for Myles, now 726 after that Tetris into 26. So Tetris for Xeno. Lombard dependent on column 2. They get the Lombard in time. And now Tetris ready. And a Tetris for Xeno. 872. Myles Lombard dependent, but to get the Lombard at 27. Tetris for Myles, 771. Looking for a 900k into kill screen, even though they're still going to be very much behind. They're ahead in score and behind in lines by around a level. Xeno 913, looking for the max out. Tetris for Xeno, 946. It's all the dependency with the Lombard. They're going to be Tetris ready. Tetris for Xeno, 982. One more Tetris will give them the max out. And max out for Xeno, A17. Myles will triple into a kill screen, but they hang a bunch of pieces. They're not in any position to uncover this well. And just like that, they're going to top out at 889. So Xeno will take game number 2 and tie up the set. GG's. So heart number 2 will go to Xeno. And a raid from Myles. Let's get started with game number 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The 1-1. Whoever wins this will be at match point for game 4. Xeno starting off with a bit of burning. Now they're Lombard trying to. They avoided the Lombard dependency. Nice double there and a Tetris for Xeno. 26,000 points. Uh-oh. Okay, just keep going. We're fine. That was bizarre. I guess I did get disconnected for a minute. Alright. No matter. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that was really weird because it never told me that that my stream ended or that I dropped any frames. It just immediately blacked out. But we are good, thankfully. Shout out to Ethernet cables. $234 for Myles, $333 for Xeno. Nice fits there for Xeno now. 381. Looking for a 600k into transition. Nice adjustment there with a flat lumbar to keep their board clean. And 449 for Xeno after that Tetris. And they're Tetris ready once again. Myles at 309. Tetris for Myles. 332. And they are getting a bit shrouded here. Their board is getting built a little bit high there. However, they still have a manageable board. Just one more burn, and this should be okay. Avoiding the Lombard dependency. Now at 480. So at this point, I don't think the 600k is possible. Yeah. Still looking for a high 500. And they're Lombard dependent on column 3. They get the Lombard for the double. 509 at 120 lines. Myles, 388. Tetris for Xeno. And simul Tetris. Xeno, one more Tetris before transition. And they get that Tetris 579. Myles still at level 18. While Xeno is at level 20. Myles did pause for a second after that quick blackout. Nice split double there for Myles. Looking for a last Tetris into kill screen transition. Xeno at 636. Now 665 at level 21. Myles transitions at 509. Cheating. Myles out at 559, level 20. Xeno 698 at level 22, so around 2 levels ahead of Myles. And a Tetris for Myles, 613. So Xeno ahead by 140,000 points, but oh, they misflip. They don't flip that Lombar. Also, why did my mic peak? It should not be peaking. It's like fairly low. Whatever. 819 for Xeno, 673 for Myles. Now 706. Both players potential for a max out into 29. Xeno 881, Myles 735 after that Tetris. Stop peeking. Bye. There we go. 913 now for Xeno, looking for a mid 1.1 with this efficiency into 29, but they hang a T-piece. Gonna cause some complications. They couldn't really do anything with that J. Now they have a Lombar dependency on the left side. They hang that Lombar. And that's gonna do it for Xeno, topping out at 917. I am peak, yes. So 917 is a score to beat. A Tetris should do it. They're gonna go safe here with a couple burns. Very smart. They don't really need to go any crazy, like at all. They have plenty of time to burn this down into kill screen, if they so desire. But now a bit of a messy board, but it's still very manageable. Lombard dependent on column 2, column 3. And they're Tetris ready. Tetris for Myles, and that'll do it. He'll take game number 3, and we'll be at match point. And a race for Myles. Let's get started with game number 4. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So Xeno needs to win this game to force a decider. Myles, with his next win, will take the set. And 6 points. So Myles starting off with the rougher board than Xeno. Xeno Tetris ready. They couldn't utilize that Lombard for the third Tetris, but they get another Lombard and a Tetris for Xeno, 69,000 points. Myles, bit of a high board there, but they get the Lombard in time and a Tetris. Another Tetris for safe measure, 55,000 points on 19 lines for Myles, 93,000 points for Xeno. Xeno building up their left with that set of Z's. Now getting more Z's to build up their left. More Z's, why not? Why not some more? Oh, they use a T-piece this time. Simul Tetris, 163 for Xeno, 147 for Myles. So looks like for now, Myles has this, Xeno has the slight advantage, but it's basically negligible at this point in time because it's less than a Tetris and we're barely like 40 lines in. Xeno could get a Lombard spin. Not anymore. Going for the flat S-tuck. Nice flat J-burn. And a Lombard to bring down their board. They could set up a row 9 Tetris. Or column 9 Tetris. My bad. Would love a Lombard on the far right. Ooh, they could flip that. Yeah, they're gonna get that nice spin tuck. Myles in a bit of trouble. Xeno with a non-traditional Tetris well. Column 9. Thankfully, this isn't like 29 or even 19 in that matter, because it would be easy to hang that or overshift that long bar. But it's 18, so who cares? Ooh. Nice little adjustment there with the J piece for Xeno. Very smart tuck setup. Now sitting at 316 at 77 lines. Myles 300,079 lines. Tetris for Xeno. Myles couldn't use that longbar for a Tetris, so they're gonna have to burn, and this is gonna give Xeno a bit more leeway to take a bigger lead. But as I say that, they're burning, and Myles takes a Tetris 327 at 88 lines. Xeno 344. Tetris for Xeno. So pretty even game for both, all things considered. Right now, Xeno on the ropes, trying not to lose his set. Xeno with a Vits. And they complete that Vits. Tetris ready. Is Xeno, but they're waiting for the longbar. And a longbar and a Tetris for Xeno. 435 out of 103 lines. 378 for Myles. Now 401. Both players can potentially get a 500k transition, but Xeno can get like a mid to high 500k, while Myles looking for a just 500k in general. Maybe like a 530 if they go very efficient. Xeno getting a bit droughted here. Building up their board. Safety triple and a Tetris for Xeno. 510. Can take 3 more Tetrises and another Tetris for Xeno. 533. Now 2 more Tetris before transition. Xeno taking those last burns. So if they want to get the, what is it, like a 579? They're going to want to go perfect. If not, a mid 500k will do. Tetris for Xeno. 557. Looks like it's gonna be like a 580, like a 580. Yeah, 581. And the Tetris for Xeno, going for the Vits right into transition. Now 605 after that Tetris. While Myles transitions at 540. Xeno getting bursted with these S pieces. So this could be Myles' opportunity to catch back up. And now Myles chipping away at this lead. Almost caught right back up. While Xeno still not in any position to Tetris. And with that Tetris, Myles will take the lead at 620, 150 lines. Xeno still burning. So Myles doing what they need to do to steal this victory, but still not over yet. 652 for Xeno now, 679, 678 for Myles, but Myles is about a Tetris behind in lines. A Tetris worth of lines there. Tetris for Xeno, 708 into 23. Myles at 705, but still at level 22. Looking for this next Tetris into 23 to get a little bit ahead. Ooh, bit of an unfortunate pieces there for Myles. They have to cover up their well for a second, but they uncover it. But they get a Tetris. 736 now. Have 2 holes, but on the same row, so 1 burn should do the trick. Did not get the best of pieces, but they're doing the best they can to manage it. Xeno at 799 at level 24. And Myles going for this dirty, and a dirty Tetris for Myles. 774. 801 for Xeno. Still level 24 as well. Looking for this next Tetris into 25, so both players max out pace. At 29 with his efficiency. Tetris for Xeno. Bursted with long bars. Once again, that kind of what happened in game 1. Where Xeno tried to avoid the long bar dependency, but in doing so, they got bursted with long bars. And yeah, it always happens. And now they hang a bunch of pieces. They don't know. A bit of indecision there for Xeno. This could do it. And they're going to hang that Lombard Tetris. And they're going to top out at 842. So Myles will take game 4 and the set.